Hello, good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you are watching me from. It is time for me to service you. It is Sunday, so it's time for Sunday service. How are we all? Thank you so much for joining me and watching. I've no idea why my glasses are not showing me anything. Maybe they are and it's the way I've got the tripod set. I think I will turn that light off. Is that better? I think that is better. Here she is, says somebody. Hello, I am waiting for a few of you to join. It is so nice to be live with you here on this Sunday. I've just had a lovely phone call with my daughter, Lula, and wishing me good luck and saying, Mum, you can do it. And I just said to her, I said, I don't know if I can do it. But I don't know if I'm ever going to do it if I don't do it, if that makes sense. And I said to her, I said, it's a bit of a different life actually doing the agony aunt show again, because I don't know if my brain's going to be as good with the off-the-cuff responses. I don't know if I'm going to be able to give correct advice. I don't know what the questions are going to be. But I thought, don't change the platform or the vehicle. Just do what you used to do and see if you can. And you'll not know till you try. So that's the method to my madness. I'm still no clearer with the diagnosis of the neurological disorder that I may have. I'm still waiting for the DAC scan. You cannot go private for it. It is only NHS here in the United Kingdom. So we're waiting. But I'm being managed, I feel now, quite well with my medication. And I've got a little bit more confident with my symptoms and how things are affecting me to be able to do a lot more than I was. I'm kind of like managing my day now rather than the day managing me. So I'm working my medication and things I'm doing around my condition. I'm getting more used to my symptoms. I'm not as terrified or wondering what the hell's going to happen. So I'm feeling more comfortable and confident with what's happening. My hair seems to be a hot topic. It's not because I can't get in at the hairdressers, and it's certainly not because I can't afford to have a retouch. It's a process. I'm going through a process, and we will move over to the silver side. It's been 4 months since my last roots. I had it done on the April the 26th. So April, May, June, July. Well, 3.5 months maybe. But let me show you what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to go kind of like that. Can we see? So unfortunately, I have to wait. I need lots more regrowth. If I was to go lighter, get this colour stripped to lighter, I'd look like a bumblebee. And nothing wrong with bumblebees. It's just that it's not really what I want at the moment. So, what else? Yeah, I'm looking to move over to the silver side. What else I want to tell you? If I freeze mid-sentence, please be patient with me, or go watch someone else. If I stumble on my words or stutter or slur, please be patient with me. But I have got inundated Sunday service inboxes and nighttime in Ellie, so please do keep writing into the page. Please do. I'm hoping I can attempt nighttime in Ellie on Wednesday. Every day is different, so I never know how I'm going to be till that day, so I'm not making promises. So what's going on here? Right, I can't see any comments, my apologies. Yeah, stick with it, absolutely. It seems to be bothering everybody else but me. It is a process and we'll get there in the end, who knows when. So once again, I can't see the comments. I think there is a little filter on here somewhere that I'm not sure that I pressed to see your comments. So my apologies, but I always read them after. So it is lovely to be back. I've got 1 or 2 items to be reviewed. So I'm going to have a look at those. Maybe not today, because I know Sunday service will take it out of me. But in the week, so I'll be back with a few reviews, and fingers crossed I can do Nighttime with Ellie on Wednesday. Up to now, like I said, I'm still waiting for a clear diagnosis. We've eliminated a lot of neurological conditions that it could be, so we're just waiting. So, shall we get going? Shall we? Show me love hearts. Are you ready for me to stop getting on talking about myself, and we'll get going? I am a little bit anxious, a little bit nervous about reading out your Sunday services, because I'm not sure how my response is going to be. It's usually off the cuff, and I don't know if my brain is going to be as quick. Am I going to be as funny? Am I going to be able to advise correctly? That's my worry. But shall we just do it? I think we should. I'm going to leave the light off as well, because I don't think it's doing me any favours. And I've nothing on my skin, my makeup. I've no makeup at all. All I'm doing now is trying to look after my skin, simply because the medication that they put me on, the neurologist, it brought me out in a massive skin rash, which apparently is normal for the medication that I was on. So what I will say is, you won't be seeing me. So, have we got a troll on here? Have we? Have we got a troll? I'm getting lots of inboxes, private inboxes, that we've got a troll. So let's have a look if we have got a troll. Oh, it's a store manager at Dunelm. Right, a store manager at Dunelm at Preston. If they really are trolling this store manager at Dunelm at Preston, I shall be paying them a little visit, because one thing I can't stand at all, ever, is trolling and people being nasty. And when you want to put things on social media, whether it be my page or a comment or a picture or anything that can bring negativity or bad vibes to somebody, or you're trying to upset somebody's karma, once you put it out there, it will stay out there, and you've got to deal with the consequences. So, store manager at Dunelm, Preston, I will find you. That's not a threat, it's a promise, and I will make you accountable for your words. Dear Auntie Nellie, oh, I was saying I would turn it light off. Let me turn it light off, that's better. Dear Auntie Nellie, I have lost joy for anything. Like, I have everything. A partner, a beautiful child, a house, loving parents, and a good job. But I feel so empty. I cry most days, but I'm afraid to tell anyone because I'd feel so ungrateful. I'm just not happy with what I have, when it is so much more than most. What can I do to get out of this black hole I am stuck in? My darling flower pot, my apologies that it's took me a while to come back with an agony aunt show. So I'm hoping that maybe you have got yourself out that black hole. But if you haven't, you say that you've got a partner, children, loving parents, everything you could have, but you feel empty. What do you actually do for you? What do you do that brings you joy? Because I'm not saying that your partner, your children, your loving parents and your lovely home doesn't, but they're just, your home is just things. Your partner is so good to you, you've got everything that you want, you've got a good job. Everything seems to be, from the outside, a reason for you not to show that you're unhappy. But there's got to be something missing, and that doesn't mean to say you've got to leave your husband, uproot, go travelling, whatever it might be, or, you know, have some sort of midlife crisis. But sometimes there's other things in life that will bring us joy that we've just not quite grasped on. Could it be volunteering? Could it be starting a little veg patch in your garden? Could it be doing things that you've never done before, such as a Zumba class or singing lessons? Or is everything just a little bit mundane? Because having a partner and beautiful children, a good house, loving parents, you know, a lovely life, that's lovely. But what are you doing for you? And I think self-care is so very, very important. Very important is self-care. It's all about you filling your own love cup. Nobody else is responsible for that but you. And if you don't fill your own love cup, how are you supposed to give love and find love? So you've got to find the things you love, and you've got to do the things that you enjoy for you to bring you happiness. When you're happy, you sort of like give out happiness. So have a look at what you could do. Maybe join a reading club, maybe, I don't know, download more songs, do some dancing. Find out what it was when you were really happy. At what phase of your life were you like having the time of your life, and try and incorporate some of that into your everyday life. Now, it never hurts to go and see your general practitioner and just let them know that you're not actually feeling as happy as what you assume you should be. So maybe a little bit of blood work with your doctor. Make sure that you're not sort of lacking any kind of vitamins, minerals, your blood count's fine. It's not a case of perimenopause, which can just absolutely fucking drain the life out of you. You know, so it never ever hurts to go and see your GP, make them know that you're not quite tickety-boo, and see how you feel. You know, once you get those results back, it might be something, a bit of vitamin D, or it might be absolutely fine. And always, always work on yourself and do things for you. Even if it's a couple of hours of a weekend, it's okay to be self-indulgent. It's okay to look after you before you can look after anybody else, because you can't drink from an empty cup. So I hope that's answered that, and you start feeling a little bit more positive soon. Dear Auntie Nelly, I do want a sex life. I do. And I'm not just, I don't. Start again. I don't want a sex life, and I'm just not attracted to anyone, either my partner or anyone on TV. I don't know what to do or who to talk to. I don't want to hurt my partner by telling him I have no desire for him, or do anything irrational, as this could hurt our relationship. Have you got any advice? Well, anonymous flower pot, when you say you don't want a sex life and you just have no desire, is that something that's come on all of a sudden? Could it be hormone related? Could it be things happening at work or at home? Have you got a lot of outside stresses and pressures, such as you're struggling to pay your bills? You're feeling like the housework is not sort of like 50-50 if you live together? Have you got any time to yourself to make you feel good? If you feel good, such as like your skincare, your nails, you know, your lovely cleansers, moisturisers, you've done all that self-care. Once you feel good, you start looking good. Once you start looking good, you're feeling good, and that sexiness comes back. So when you say you don't want a sex life, maybe it's something that it does get a little bit put to one side when we're busy with life, when we're busy with work and children, and you know, trying to keep relationships with friends and family, and everything just gets a little bit much. We get a bit overwhelmed, And feeling like that isn't a sexy feeling. So maybe my first protocol would be trying to find a little bit of time for me and my partner, certainly for me first, so that I feel in a place where I can feel a bit sexier. Then trying to find a date night for me and my partner where we can straight away not go into sex, but be a little bit more intimate together and work up that romance a little bit and maybe fall in love again. And if not, if none of that kind of works, once again, a visit to the GP, let them know, because they know that you're anonymous, that you're only 31, maybe a little bit of blood work, see what's going on. You could be in early menopause, you know, are you taking any kind of antidepressants? That sometimes can dull your libido completely. There's a lot going on here, but have a look at what it is that's taking up all your time, that's not allowing you that time to feel good, to look good, to bring that sexy back. So it's a process of elimination here. Good luck. Dear Auntie Nellie, my parents hate my partner. Hate is in capital letters. They haven't even met him. Christ and a bike. And they've no intention of getting to know him. They come out with horrible... If you can see the table shaking or me shaking, my medication is going to start wearing off soon, and as it does that, my symptoms come on rather rapid, so I don't want anyone to be afraid or worry or question. I'm okay. They come out with horrible comments and have told me that they will never, capital letters, accept him. I have to lie about where I'm going when I'm going to meet him. Oh, dear God, and I'm sick of it, yeah. I haven't had the heart to tell my boyfriend yet, as I don't want it to spoil our relationship, as we get on so well. How can I deal with this situation and get them to give him a chance? Right, hang on, let's start with my parents they hate him. They've never met him. They don't want to meet him. They say horrible things about him, and he's never allowed at our house. They'll never accept him. They don't actually know you're in a relationship with him, or do they? Because you're lying about where you're going to meet him. You're 27. They can't tell you what to do. As much as they might not like it, you're 27 years old. You're allowed to do as you please and see who you please. Within reason, obviously. It's nice if your parents are on board with that and there's a mutual respect about each other's partners, but they can't rule your life for you. It's your choice to make. Why have they got this venom against your partner if they don't know him and they've never met him and not willing to give him a chance? Has their opinion been marred by maybe other people gossiping about them, judging them, or other people got an opinion about them? Have they had a checkered past? It just seems to me that you've kind of told me off story. Why do they hate him? What do they know about him to hate him? You know, hate is such a strong word. And not wanting to meet... You want to know everything about your child's partner. You want them to come round and have the tea and sit at the table. You want to give them, you know, Spanish... you want to... You want to know everything. You want to, like, interview them almost, because that person is in your child's life, regardless of age. So I find it really bizarre. What do they know? Have you sat them down and asked them, what is your venom towards my partner? Because I'm 27 years old and I am no longer willing to hide that he makes me happy. I am no longer willing to hide that I'm going out with them on Friday night, Saturday night, Wednesday afternoon, whatever it may be. You may not like it, but I do. So what is it? What have you been told about him that I don't know? And if you still stick by that and you don't want to meet them and you want to listen to every fucker else except me and him, that's also fine. But I ain't going to stop having a relationship with this person because you don't like it. Sometimes you've just got to come out and say it. You've got to sit them down at kitchen table. First couple to go, well, a triple, mum, dad and child. Hashtag kitchen table. We've not been there in a while. It's not a healthy relationship having to keep secrets. Not that you have to tell your parents who your partner is if you're doing something just for you and it's kind of a suck it and see, you don't know if it's going to be something, or you're just having a few dates. But I think the venom from your parents towards this person, I'd be wanting to know why. Is there something I don't know? So you need a proper conversation. It's no wonder you're sick of it. And I've always thought, regardless of the person, whoever it may be, I speak as a find. So somebody could have said to me, don't be friends with them, they're absolute fucking wank splats. Well, that's what you think, and that's okay. Thanks for the heads up, but I'll make my own either mistake or judgment or opinions. I speak as a find. So, yeah, I don't like that. It's just bullshit, isn't it? Because somebody else's thoughts, or it's not mine, is it? It's not my thoughts. So, dear Antonelli, me and my boyfriend have been together for 3 years, but recently it's not been good. We've been arguing, breaking up, getting back together, and nothing ever changes. It's not the same as it used to be, and because it's not, I'm getting upset every night. We don't know whether to break up, get through it, and hope it's just a bad patch. We are hoping we will just get through this. But there's arguing and not knowing whether we want to be with each other or not. Please reply. Thank you. Oh, 3 years, and it sounds like it's been like a fucking roller coaster. You're getting upset every night. I always think, I mean, if you argue with your partner, it's natural to get upset, isn't it? Because it's not nice, is it, arguing? And then you may say something and they may say something and you've hurt their feelings and they've hurt your feelings, and, you know, it's burst your love bubble. But I think if you've been together 3 years and you've been breaking up and getting back together for 3 years and nothing's changing, what is it that you argue over? What do you break up about? Have you solved that before you've even thought about being romantic again in a relationship? If you argue, break up, and then both say, I'm sorry, and get back together, but you've not dealt with what it was that ended your relationship in the first place, then it's just going to continue, isn't it? It's an act of, it's a mental illness, isn't it? Act of stupidity. I think it was Einstein that said, doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results is insanity. I don't know if it was, it might have been Sigmund Freud, and I wish they were around to look at my brain, but they're not. I think you need to change what it was that you argued over and broke up about, and ended your relationship. Is it that you're arguing over continuously? And if it is and it can't be solved, then you're no longer going to have a relationship unless you want to live in this toxic environment and be upset every night. If it's not that and it's a number of things and you're always just falling out and breaking up and arguing, and it may be that you're not right for each other, and I think sometimes that's a bitter pill to swallow when you're not suited, because you might fancy them, you might like them, and sometimes it's trying to fit a square peg into a round hole and it just won't go. And sometimes that can be really shit to absorb, because why can't I be with him though? Well, because you just don't go right together like cheese and chocolate. There'll be some pregnant woman watching who'll go, oh my God, that is what I want. But yeah, sometimes you're just not right for each other. So I'd reevaluate what's actually going on with your connection. What is it that's making it blow up? Have you solved that? See where you go. I think you've given it more than enough goes though to not live with regret. Dear Antonelli, I have been with a fella for a year now and we have a huge connection. We've travelled a bit of the world together through ups and downs and are hoping to see more. However, I don't like this next sentence. However, he loves drugs. Okay. and can't go a night without them. Oh dear God. I don't mind recreational use, but it seems like his only enjoyment is from illegal substances. I just can't compete and don't know how to tell him. It makes me so uncomfortable. Oh, do you want me to be softly catch a monkey with this, or shall I come with my sledgehammer approach? Personally for me, them weed cigarette things that folk have now and again to chill out with, or for medical purposes, apparently they're supposed to be amazing, and they're even on prescription. Cannabis, sorry, I couldn't remember it. Weed cigarette were playing up in my mind. And it's once in a fucking blue moon. I'm okay with that. I'm not okay with it for me because it's not something I do. However, when you say they love drugs and then you kind of say all illegal substances, I mean, where does it stop? Are you thinking of having a future with this person? Are you going to have to budget for illegal substances within your monthly bills? Have you ever been with this person while they've been sober? Do you know this person without illegal substances? You know, when you said you've been travelling for a year, there's a huge connection. Is there though? Are you actually connected to this person who you think that you're with, or are you connected to a person that's never sober? How's this gonna go? Oh, it sounds to me like they're a bit of a travelling hippie and they're fucking loving free love and yeah, you know what I mean? How would they be sober and in real life scenarios? Because life's not one big hippie trail around fucking Thailand or the Andes. Do you know what I mean? It seems to me that they have got free will and they're more than happy to express that. So why do you feel uncomfortable in telling this person? Are you trying to be someone you're not? Are you trying to get on down with the cool kids pretending it's okay when really it's really not okay, and that's where the uncomfortable feeling comes from? I don't think it's just cannabis, is it? Do you know what I mean? It's not just a weed cigarette now and again. And if they have to do it every night, they can't go a night without. I think they're a little bit more dependent than one you'd like to actually realise. Once again, cheese and chocolate. We're not always with people that we should be with, even though we may fancy them and like them, keep them as a friend. Their lifestyle doesn't sound like it suits your lifestyle. You could have a word and you could say, I feel really uncomfortable, but it's not your choice. It's not for you to say. If that's how they want to live their life, you let them fucking crack on. You know, it doesn't make me comfortable. It's not a relationship I'd like to be in. And it's certainly not a conversation I want to be having with a grown adult when it's their choice to do that. So I think you need to, number one, when you're writing to me, be completely honest, because I don't think you are. And I think it's a little bit more than recreational drugs, isn't it? And I think it's probably every night and all day. And I think it's a person you're in a relationship with that you're not actually in a relationship with because he's never sober. So there you go. Do you know what I mean? But I think that's the reality of it. And when you actually absorb the reality and take away your fucking rose tinted coloured glasses, I think you'll see for what it is. And it's alright doing all that in your late teens, your early 20s, experience life. I mean, you're in your late fucking 30s. Do you know what I mean? Where are you going? What you doing? Yeah. Dear Auntie Nelly, I started going out with my boyfriend just over a year ago. He's hesitant to introduce me to his family. He absolutely does not want to meet my family and doesn't talk about the future much, even if to make plans a month in advance. I tried to tell him I loved him and he stopped me. He said, stop! I don't think he did, he just stopped her. I'm insecure that I feel like he's ended up leaving with... fuck off, what am I saying? I'm insecure that I feel like he'd up and leave with a moment's notice, even if things are good. I feel like I'm not good enough for him. Oh, we're in our late 30s. Oh, another one here. But he thinks I haven't enough life experience. I don't want to lose him and I want to make this work, but I just can't stop thinking this way. Run! Run! Get your fucking trainers on and fucking run for the door, flower. This person, what is it you want to do? You want to make plans for 4 weeks' time because there might be a new restaurant opening. He's not fucking interested. It's gone a bit dark now, hasn't it? You want to make plans this fucking coming Christmas. So what do you usually do Christmas? Oh, well, if we're still together. He's not interested. You said I love you. He stopped you. He's making you doubt your self-worth. He's making you feel like shit. And he's telling you that you've not had enough life experience. Fuck him off. Off you fuck, flower. Hashtag bye fucking Felicia. When you're in a relationship and you start to question you, your self-worth, your value, and it takes a dint on your mental health, you run immediately. You never, ever, ever, ever let anybody ever let you feel less than. Especially not somebody you're in a fucking relationship with. And if you think that he could get up and leave with a moment's notice and that's where the fucking security is coming from, get rid of him. And then once again, you'll start feeling worthy and you'll feel 10 foot tall and you'll no longer feel insecure and you'll look back and think, he might not have thought I've had enough life experience, but thank him for the life experience that he gave you to show you what not to go out with and what not to put up with. And I would thank him for that. I would thank him for that and then fucking move on. End of. Fuck him. He's hesitant to introduce me to his family and he doesn't want to meet mine. He'll fucking flatter himself. Dear Auntie Nelly, I have finally booked a venue for my hen party. Woo! It only fits the number of limited people in though. And now I've done the numbers. I can't fit everyone in. Oh heck. I've tried to trim down the list, but I still can't fit everyone in. I don't know how to tell some of the girls that they aren't on the invite. Please help. I know I've got a neurological condition at the minute and we don't know what it is, but we kind of know, but we're not sure. Why don't you get another venue that has bigger capacity, or is that just me being on meds? If you've picked somewhere for your end party and you can only allow 10 people but really 50 want to come, why have you been and picked a venue with fucking 10 place people? The fuck's up with you? What are you thinking? Alright, it might not be the venue of your choice. It might not have fucking picture walls and garlands and fucking, I don't know, champagne fucking floats in background, fucking sparkling. But it's not about the aesthetics, is it? It's about who you're with and who you're sharing it with and who wants to come and make your day wonderful. That's what it's about. So you haven't booked your venue, have you? If you have, cancel it. Send out all the fucking invites and enjoy your hen wherever it is you may go that fits you all in. You could also, though, let me play devil's advocate, send out all the invites and chances are you've got, I can't get a babysitter, I'm away that weekend, I'm already at a wedding, I'm at my brother's birthday, really sorry hon, but I'm working. There's chance, yeah, don't fucking flatter yourself, that the 50 you might invite, only 12 can come. Weigh it up. But me personally, I'd book a venue big enough for everybody should they wish to come. Because it's always nice to be invited, even if you know you're not going to go. So I used to say no to a lot of things, and then that person, them people, would fucking hound you. I just say yes to everything now immediately. Nelly, will you? Yeah, I can't wait. Because then people leave you alone and don't ask you again. I know damn well I'm not coming. I'm not coming. I won't even be late. I'm not that person who turns up late and goes, sorry I'm late, I didn't want to come. I just don't come. But if you say no, just say yes to everything and then people leave you the fuck alone. Dear Auntie Nelly, I'm with my boyfriend for a year and we are really happy. He has an 8-year-old son who spends a lot of time with him and he's a right good dad. Well, that's good. But, juicy one, this one. It's the juicy one. I'm getting a bit dry, sorry. But I heard a rumour that my boyfriend is not the biological father. Fucking hell, I'm having Jezebel flashbacks. A lot of cheating went on in this relationship with the child's mum, and the child looks nothing like my boyfriend. My boyfriend's family adore him. Who, your boyfriend? A child? Probably a child. And I think it could break a lot of hearts if it was true. I don't know if they have heard the rumours, but also I feel like the child should know its real father. I have never met the child's mother. I'm just afraid it will all come out and cause heartache on everyone. What should I do? What you should do is shut up, pipe down and sit down. Shut the fuck up. None of your business. None of your business, girlfriend of 1 year. Eh? I've had fucking longer ships than that. Girlfriend of 1 year, it is none of your business if he has an 8-year-old child that may or not be his. That is their relationship, their bond. That child is loved by boyfriend and all family, including grandparents. You have absolutely no right. And I will say this and say it again. Rumours are rumours. You don't know where they come from. You don't know the facts. Maybe they do know. Maybe he's not the biological father, but he chose to be. You know what I mean? Anyone can fucking shoot a bit of spunk out and get someone pregnant, but it takes a real man to be a dad. So don't go rocking the boat, because you will not be looked at very nicely. You look like a meddling little twat. Do you know what I mean? So don't do it. Don't be that one who goes, did you know? Well, I heard. And do you think if they're happy and you're coming into that family unit, keep your gob shut, pipe down, sit out of this one. It does not need to be a can of worms that you need to open. Should anything come out in the future, that's for them to deal with. Should that child want to know its real father and finds out that they need a DNA test, that's for them to deal with. Should boyfriend find out child's not his, that's him to deal with. Should father find out child's not his and still continue the relationship, that's up to them. A year you've been there, and whether you've been there fucking 8 years, couldn't give a shit. It's fuck all to do with you. So off your fuck flower. Know your place. Be the happy girlfriend. Enjoy your time with your partner. And that's it. That has been today's Sunday service. How did I do? Did you enjoy? What was the advice like? I don't think I'm brave enough to watch it back. So I'll just wait for a few comments now to tell me if I've done okay, if I've made any fucking sense at all. Please do write into the page with Nighttime with Nellies, because I'd like to think that on Wednesday at 9 o'clock I can kind of manoeuvre myself round my medication. If I have to change the time, I will, but I'd like to do Nighttime with Nelly. You did amazing, big hugs, that was fabulous. Oh my God, thank you so very, very much. My medication is due at 1 o'clock, so we're going to go away now and just wait for that time. Oh my God, you're saying I did okay. Do you know what, from being such a big personality, you do get nervous, and you don't want it to be like a car crash, do you? And you want, this is real people who write into me. Real people with real problems, I'm assuming. I don't know, I mean, sometimes we're not sure, are we? But, you know, and maybe they really do value my advice. Maybe they do. I mean, I am an agony aunt for Chat magazine, and that's life and take a break. So maybe people do actually hang on my every word. So it's got to be right, hasn't it? And if your brain's not quite, I don't know what I'm trying to say now, so that's all right. So there you go. So you've seen the progress report of my hair. It is a process, and it's okay. I'm back with my Sunday service. Apparently I did great, so thank you very much for tuning in, much appreciated. And fingers crossed I'll see you Wednesday night for Nighttime in Ellie. But if you have got any Nighttime in Ellies, please, please, please write into the page, and I'll look forward to seeing you again, because I am on the mend. I'm getting there. I'm doing all right, and that's all we can hope for. So thanks for today. Whatever you do with your day, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Enjoy, and I'll see you soon.